day.
Well, local business makes the world go round because 7 out of every $10 spent in Abilene stays in Abilene. And this business first started nearly 40 years ago by 3 Texas boys. So joining me this morning from Jackson Brothers is Kyle Jackson. Good morning, Kyle.
Good morning.
Okay, so you weren't one of the originals.
That's right.
But you're second generation because this business is still in the family.
That is correct.
We love that.
Well, I'm kind of fond of it myself too.
I would think so. So when we think of Jackson Brothers, you know, we think the original location you told me is on Treadaway, but you have 2. You've got the other one over on East South 11th.
That's correct.
And they're both busy all the time.
Oh yes, absolutely. We're very grateful for that.
All right, so tell me about Jackson Brothers. So your dad and some uncles started this business in 1983.
It's exactly right. Waylon Jackson, my father, and my 2 uncles, Bob Jackson and David Jackson, are those 3 Texas boys. Grew up on a farm in Texas, you know, so it doesn't get much more local than that.
No.
And anyways, they're still active in the business. We have lost our Uncle Bob. He passed away a few years ago, but you know, Waylon and David do still take an active role in the running of the business.
Wow.
And you know, once again, like you mentioned, there's several more family members involved as well.
Well, it's a bigger operation than it was when it first started.
Absolutely. it does take a lot of hands to keep
you know,
it all
I've seen
running.
both of those locations, and there's the buildings and all the fencing with all the other stuff. So when we talk about Jackson Brothers feed, you think, oh, feed. You can feed just about anything with fur.
You got it. You got it. Whether it be your pet, like dogs
and cats, domestics,
even some birds, things like that, and you know, some non-traditional pets like chickens, which a lot of people, of course,
we were
treat
talking
those,
about this.
Yeah.
With this pandemic, you know, more people are doing things at home, whether they're raising their own chickens and they're getting their own homegrown fresh eggs, starting gardens. You have a whole gardening center if people want to start planting and that sort of thing. A lot of knowledge behind this too.
Oh yeah, yeah, and we, you know, as far as like the gardening, the products that you're going to find at Jackson Brothers, the seeds and the products to, you know, help your garden to grow, all of that stuff we know is going to work here because, you know, we live here. We know what products
and you spend your money
here.
Back here in the same community.
That's exactly right.
It's this big symbiotic thing working for us.
Absolutely. Our family has been here, you know, since the 60s. So we've, you know, we may not have been here when Abilene was founded, but we've been here a long time.
Long enough.
And so, you know, you do take comfort in knowing that if you spend your money at either of our store locations, that money stays in this community.
We love that.
The owners are here. You know,
absolutely.
Our families are here. My families are here. You know, we just, the money will just continue, like I said, to circulate around this economy.
I love that you guys do that. You use local vendors with your products and things like that. When you purchase hay, when you purchase all the different feeds and that sort of thing. You know, you've got specialty things that you can only find there. You also have the best pecans for those that need pecans. Baking, trust me, that's the best place to get them year round for those kind of things. So you have a variety of things. We talked a little bit before this came on. It's kind of like one of those general stores from way back when that you think of. It just has a little catch-all of everything and can accommodate just about every need.
That's really true. A lot of people will come in the store and I just like walking around and looking at all the stuff you have here.
And they're pet friendly too.
Absolutely. Bring your pet in.
I have brought my pet. When I had a large one, I would bring him in. So it's one of those things. You know, we love that. We love that you support the community. We love that you've continued to make roots here. Any plans for expansion? Anything coming up in the future for you guys?
Nothing on the books at the moment. Although, you know, I'm second generation. There is third generation, and you know, Lord willing, there'll be more of us. So
all right,
we might need to expand.
We just want to keep the Jacksons here and keep them rolling, and we want to continue to support you guys the way you have helped our local economy. And you know, in times like this, it takes the small businesses to get through this.
Right.
I mean, and to be able to work together side by side and to accommodate everyone's needs, especially when things are so chaotic right now.
Oh, so true, Joni, so true.
All right, Kyle, such a pleasure to meet you. Glad you came on. Glad that Jackson Brothers is still doing very well and that you guys are truly rooted in our community here.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you, everybody, for all your support in helping our businesses to continue to grow.
All right, we're grateful for you guys in this community. All right, now, coming up next in the weather.